All right, I got some tea. I'm pretty pissed about this. So, I don't know about you, but when I go into any of the beauty stores, Ulta, Bath and Body Works, Sephora, into Macy's and go to their MAC counter, like I expect me as a consumer of their products, when I go in there, I expect that the people that work there know what's trending, know what's up. And that wasn't my experience yesterday. And it pisses me off because it's happened a few times. And I'm not going to say where I live right now. Um, and yeah, I could have went and talked to the managers, but a couple of people that I'm going to be talking about had the manager little name tag. So I go into, and because I'm getting ready to do a review, so I went into Bath and Body Works yesterday because I'm so excited. Because why? Because I have coupons. And why? Because I have a bunch of points. And so I'm gonna go in there and check out newer fragrances. Love, because I'm in there all the time. And so I go in there. There's only three workers in there. I think there's maybe two customers. And so I'm just filming a couple other spots and of their displays. And I'm like, okay, I'm looking on my phone to figure out which the scents are, dupes for what, right? So, first of all, two of the like one was a lead and one was a manager, and they were just like chatting about some of their own personal business, right? And I'm like take that in the back. You know what I mean? Like even though there's like two of us in here, like we don't want to hear it. Okay? And then anyways, so I go near them, and then finally, when they were done, talking about their evenings, um, well, actually, I had to go to them and say, excuse me, can you like, do you have any of these in a different size, in a smaller bottle? And so basically, I interrupted them. So first of all, and this isn't usually my experience. I mean, usually when you barely even foot set you walk into a store, they're like, "Hey, how you doing?" They're calling you from across the room, right? Like, "Hey, welcome in. Let us know if you need anything." You know what I mean? Or shoving freaking the little shopping baskets in your face. Here. You're gonna. So I don't know if that is just when there's sales events, because now that I think about it, that's probably what it is. But your employees should be greeting customers and treating them top notch every single day. So I'm speaking, from somebody who's almost 50 and who has managed multiple stores, multiple different programs, um, in a couple different industries. Anywho, I expect my employees to represent where they work and know what's trending and what's, really rolling out there, what's important for consumers, and whether that's in healthcare or in beauty, travel, like you guys need to know what is trending, what's going on, what you're selling. Like I said, if it's healthcare, like you really have to know what's going on with medicine and whatever. Anyways, so back to the story if you don't mind. Um, so yeah, I'm asking him, okay, well, can you tell me what this is a dupe for? Like, even though there's a little card on there that says what it is, I wanted to hear from the employee. I wanted to get the experience. And neither of them knew. And one of them's like, well, let me pull out my phone and um, I don't know. It says it's supposed to be a dupe for this, but I don't even know. I haven't even smelled that. So you're telling me that one, you are looks like an assistant manager, and then you are a lead, um, and you don't know the effing fragrances in your store and what they're dupes of, or any like, what are you doing all day? Go in there, you're there. Smell every single product you have in there, test it out, so then you can tell people everything about that product, so you can sell it. I'm I'm blown away. I'm blown away. Okay. Um, I have another issue. So I go next door. Okay. I mean, I ended up buying products, and I'm gonna do a review about it. But I go next door to Ulta. I'm in there all the time. got a card. I'm in there all the time, and I usually have a good experience. Usually have a good experience with Ulta, and you know, in with Mac too. You same thing. You usually when you barely walk in, they're like, "Hey, how can I help you?" So, anyways, it wasn't so much the Ulta employees because they're great. But well, scratch that. There's a couple. I again, what was yesterday? Yesterday was a Thursday, and it was like 2 o'clock in the afternoon. I'm on my lunch break, and so it wasn't like there was mass people. So I go in Ulta, and I specifically was looking for some products, and so I go up to the MAC counter. So this is me being in the store after like literally 20 minutes. Um, there's like 8 people in the whole store, and so I see one lady working at the Mac uh, area, and she's like working on a shelf or something. And so I go up next to her because there was a display of lipsticks that I was looking at. She's literally like right over here, and I'm like, "Da-da-da." I'm like looking for my, the one I was looking for, and it looked to me like it was out. I was like, "Damn, it's out." And then, so I'm like just looking at comparable colors for my skin tone that would be for that lipstick that I wanted. And I was like kind of swiping, with a little spoolie thing. And I was like, and I kind of look over, and then she's like doing something else, not with a customer. I'm the only customer in the Mac area. This is the problem. No, wait, it gets better. So she's like doing her thing, putting like stuff away. FYI, she never greeted me. And it's not like I was standing outside of the Mac counter, I was inside the area looking at products, picking them up, putting them down, and then looking over at her. Then, because I'm like, well, I really want to talk. I'm going to ask her if she knows, what's the next best, color for me to get that's, comparable to this here in Mac. And so I like wait for her. She comes around. Get this. She comes around. And there's another counter right here next to me. She comes around. She bends down and opens up a drawer and is like putting something away. And she's all, "Excuse me," and then closes the drawer and then goes off to the other side. I'm standing here and I want to know more about the Mac product that I want to buy that has something that's close to. That's never happened to me in my life. So, yes, I could have immediately, went and told the manager for the Mac counter, but I'm talking about it on here because it's one thing if you're having a bad day, like everybody has bad days. You have to have your different masks on, people. Sorry, if, I get it. Everybody has a bad day. But if you're working in customer service for a name brand, okay, Mac, I mean, and she wasn't young, so you think she would know better. Anyways, let me know in the comments if you have ever experienced this. Disappointed.